Hi, this is Julie Waldorf with juliewaldorf.com, and I have Jeff here with surfrider.org, and he's all about the water, aren't you, Jeff?
Water.
Water.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Water's where it's at.
All right, so could you tell me, why is water where it's at?
Well, we're doing some of the stupidest things with fresh water today in our public lives here. One of the things that we need to start to condition ourselves into is to be able to think as a public. We need to think like a watershed. And a watershed means that, and of course everyone lives in a watershed. And every watershed, everything that hits that watershed eventually ends up in the ocean.
Okay, all
so
right.
that's first of all. That's the first thing to think about. And I want to really zero in, though, on the one specific thing that we've been talking about at the Aurora Grande City Councils, the Grover Beach City Councils, the Oceano City Councils, is doing the right thing with our wastewater.
Okay.
Back in the day, in the old days, the solution to pollution was dilution. In other words, toss your wastewater, your effluent from toilets, sinks, everything that goes through your sewer, toss it in the nearest water body because, hey, the ocean's big, it won't hurt it. Hey, toss it in that river's flowing, it's going to take it down to the ocean. There's plenty of ocean. Well, there's not plenty of ocean and there's not plenty of river.
And there's not plenty of water. We need our fresh water, right?
And there's not plenty of water, which, Julia, really is the key as we really get down to the reality of this.
Yeah.
The pollution that's going out there, that's one thing. But if we could stop that and also do the right thing with water, fresh water that we don't have enough of, that we can't get enough of from state water or lakes or the places that we get our fresh water that now comes through our homes again.
Right, and we're kind of, we get droughts going on here.
And
so
we get droughts.
We need our water.
That's right.
So what's the solution to that?
Well, the solution is, it really is something called water banking.
Okay, water banking, I like that.
Yeah, and water banking is all about using and reusing and recycling and over again. Recycling is not anything new for anybody, right?
No, it's
Everybody
not
knows
new. We all know about recycling.
plastic cans, the bottle, it's good for the bottle, it's good for the can, all that. But now we need to be able to take that approach with water.
Recycle the water.
And not only does it have to be in our little, each community on its own, but we have to start to take a regional approach to that.
Yeah.
So, for example, in our community right here, we have 5 cities: Oceano, Grover Beach, Aurora Grande, Pismo Beach, Shell Beach, who all currently right now divert their effluent through sewage treatment plants and out into the ocean about 1.5 miles south of the Pismo Pier.
Okay, and the solution would be that they collaborate the two together and bring it up the hill over in the canyon?
Well, a good solution, one of the best ways that we can help this or change this, Surfrider is all about clean water to recreate in, clean water, clean oceans, clean beaches, all of that. We say no ocean outfall is the very best approach. Because there's no reason to be putting 1,800 acre-feet of water per year, which flows out that pipe and is gone forever, that also pollutes our beaches. So,
okay, but if we put it back into the ground, then we have nutrients that go back into the ground, which grows things, and we have wetlands that will create some wetlands. If we can create some wetlands to do so, right?
Here's the way that we do that.
Okay.
The way that we can get that done is to take that water and pipe it to a wetlands that we build or construct.
Okay.
You could put it into a current wetlands if it was situated properly. But what we really want to do is locate that constructed wetlands over the top of an appropriate aquifer, which is, an aquifer is water underground. It's where people put in straws to get wells and they take that water out. So if we can put a constructed wetlands over an appropriate aquifer and have this water that was formerly wastewater, fresh water with nutrients, and of course other undesirables like endocrine disruptors, drug residues, pesticides, herbicides, all the runoff oil that comes off of streets that gets through that system as
That's
well.
why the wetlands, that's why we want it wetlands.
That's right, we want
Clean
wetlands,
it up.
because what the wetlands, as soon as we can do this and produce this,
Mm-hmm.
these wetlands will now foster the natural fauna, the
Mm-hmm.
natural flora, trees, reeds, marshlands, all the
Mm-hmm.
animals that live in a marshland, freshwater clams, the possums, muskrats, everything that goes to mollusks, one-celled creatures,
Mm-hmm. Right.
fish,
Right.
raccoons, everything
So
that's
you'll also get plants and birds and,
trees, plants, birds, a
Uh-huh.
park, a natural
Yeah.
park setting. So
So-
not only that, not only do we get all that,
right?
but we get no more dirty water out into the ocean, and we get a recharge into the aquifers, so that we can now pull water back out of it again
Uh-huh.
with wells, etc.
And we'll have plenty of water.
Agri-use,
Uh-huh.
we're using the same water over and over again. It
Right.
keeps going back and forth.
So it's
Now
a
we don't have to
win-win.
buy any new water, do we?
It's a win-win. It's a win for the ocean. It's a win for the grounds. It's a win for the birds. It's a win for us, the people, because
Everybody
we
wins.
need the water. We need it. It's our commodity.
Plus, in the long run, we probably pay less.
Yeah. In the long run, we would pay less. And you always want to go for the long run because it's
Plus,
a stable way to go.
Plus, we get the best possible thing done with our water, and now we don't have to swim in dirty water out at Pismo Pier.
Exactly. So, all right, Mr. Surfer, where should they go to maybe?
Okay.
Okay.
You can access more information about any of this by going on the National Surfrider website, www.surfrider.org, and click on the Cycle of Insanity.
Okay.
You can, and the Cycle of Insanity is a cartoon about the stupid things that our current water situation, the stupid things we do with water. It's
Uh-huh, we
entertaining,
waste.
it's fun,
Uh-huh.
and there's the solutions are on there as well.
Great. Good.
You can also go to our local website of
Mm-hmm.
the Surfrider Foundation, our San Luis Obispo chapter, slo.surfrider.org.
Okay.
And I encourage people also to look at the other cool things that Surfrider's national campaigns are involved with.
All right.
One being Rise Above Plastics, because plastics are a huge problem in all of our oceans.
Okay. Well,
And the one other thing that I want you
Okay.
to check out, which goes right along with our water situation,
Okay.
is ocean-friendly gardens, because lawns suck water.
Yeah.
Native plants, you can use 25 to 50% less water on your landscape. Conservation is good for all of us.
Yep. Save the water. Everybody will be healthy then. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the opportunity, Julia.
Thank you, Julie Waldorf, juliewaldorf.com. Ciao.